Hello everyone, welcome to Kansas Future, bringing you the hottest news about our Kansas City Chiefs once again. Today we have a controversial topic to discuss that will surely spark debate among fans. Yes, we're talking about him, the star, the legend, Travis Kelce. Is he the greatest tight end in NFL history? 4 receptions in 2 games. Should we be concerned, or is it just a phase? Stick with us until the end, because Kelce's response will surprise you. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any new videos. All right, let's get into it, guys. The 2024 season started off perfectly for the Kansas City Chiefs. We won the first 2 games, we're undefeated. But what about Travis Kelce? What happened to the beast we know? The guy who makes opponents look like amateurs on the field? If we look at the stats alone, it's a little heartbreaking. 4 receptions in 2 games, 39 yards and 0 touchdowns. That's something we don't often see when talking about Kelce, right? And to make it worse, in the win against the Bengals, the guy only managed 1 reception for 5 yards. Does that sound like the Travis Kelce we know? Like the guy who practically carried the Chiefs' offense last season in the most critical moments? But hold on, folks. Before you start complaining and losing faith, let's understand what's going on. Kelce himself talked about this recently on the New Heights podcast, which he records with his brother Jason Kelce, a former Eagles player. During the episode, Jason asked Travis about this drop in production, and his response? Well, it was surprising, to say the least. Kelce said, "I'm not going to sit here and get frustrated about it. This is football, man. I used to beat myself up over not having big numbers and almost lost my mind over not achieving the success I expected from myself. But now I just want to play and have fun, focus on each play, and help my teammates." And that's the key point, folks. Kelce stopped worrying about stats about 4 or 5 years ago. He just wants to get on the field and give it his all. And let's be honest, any real fan knows this guy doesn't mess around. If he says he's focused on helping the team, we can trust him. But let's go back a bit and remember why we trust Travis Kelce so much. After all, we're talking about a player who redefined the tight end position in the NFL. From 2016 to 2022, the guy broke record after record. 7 consecutive seasons with over 1,000 receiving yards, something no other tight end has ever done in NFL history. He also never had fewer than 83 receptions per season during that period. And touchdowns? Well, in 3 of those seasons, he hit double digits in touchdowns. In other words, folks, Travis Kelce has always been the definition of consistency and excellence. We've gotten spoiled, I admit, because look, even last season when his 1,000-yard streak was finally broken, he still finished the year with 93 receptions, 984 yards, and 5 touchdowns. That would be a career best year for most players out there. Now, the question a lot of you are probably asking is, are we starting to see the end of the line for Travis Kelce? He's already 34 years old, and in the NFL, that can be considered old, especially for a player who takes as many hits as he has throughout his career. But should we really be worried? Kelce, as I said, didn't score a touchdown in his last 6 regular season games of 2023. And in the last 3 games, he didn't even surpass 44 yards. Is that concerning? Absolutely. But don't forget, folks, what really matters is how he plays when it counts. In last season's playoffs, he was simply sensational. He had 32 receptions, 355 yards, and 3 touchdowns in 4 games, including the Super Bowl, where he helped the Chiefs win their 3rd title in 5 years. So should we be worried about this slow start? Maybe a little, but at the same time, we know what this guy's capable of. When the team needs him most, Kelce shows up. It's always been that way, and I believe it always will be. Now, something interesting is going to happen in the coming weeks, and this could be the big turning point for Kelce this season. Our running back Isaiah Pacheco suffered a fibula fracture and has been placed on injured reserve. And this, my friends, completely changes the Chiefs' game plan. With Pacheco out, the offense is going to need to reinvent itself. And who better to step up and take on this responsibility than veteran Travis Kelce? He's already shown he knows how to handle pressure when necessary. I bet that starting with the next game against the Atlanta Falcons, we're going to see Kelce getting a lot more passes and being more involved in the offense. Now's the time for him to prove once again that he's the guy you can count on in clutch moments.
Fake and a quick slant, and it's caught, and it's a gain of 11 yards to Rashee Rice. Mahomes goes middle. Rice, 45 of the Ravens, 40 of the Ravens.
So, what do you all think? Do you think Kelce is going to come back strong and show everyone why he's considered the best tight end in history? Or are we witnessing the beginning of the end of a brilliant era in Kansas City Chiefs football? Honestly, I think this guy still has a lot left in the tank. He may have started slow, but that doesn't mean he's going to stay that way. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Kelce will explode now that Pacheco is out? Or are you starting to worry about his decline in production? I want to know what Chiefs Nation thinks about this. The Kansas City Chiefs are in a critical phase as we look ahead to the 2025 season. Recently, the Cincinnati Bengals have been eyeing our linebacker Nick Bolton, suggesting a potential move that could shake things up. Bleacher Report's Alex Ballantyne highlighted Bolton's performance against the Bengals, noting how he could be a perfect fit alongside Logan Wilson to bolster Cincinnati's defense, which has struggled early this season. Bolton has been an essential part of our success in recent Super Bowl runs, wearing the green dot on defense and leading the charge. However, the Chiefs face tough decisions ahead, particularly with limited cap space projected for 2025, ranking 24th in the league. While Bolton is a fan favorite and vital to our defensive scheme, the Chiefs have already invested in other key players, extending center Creed Humphrey and tight end Noah Gray. This raises the question, can we afford to re-sign Bolton when we might have to choose between him and right guard Trey Smith? The reality is that the value of linebackers has diminished in today's NFL. There's a surplus of talent available in every draft, making it easier for teams to find replacements. The Chiefs have built depth at linebacker, allowing them to move on from players like Willie Gay Jr. It's plausible that they could promote someone like Jack Cochran or Cam Jones to fill Bolton's role, alongside veterans like Drew Tranquill and Leo Canal. Tranquill's recent 3-year extension further complicates Bolton's future. Nick Bolton's performance in Week 2 against the Bengals showcased his resilience. After a shaky opener against the Ravens, he bounced back with 6 solo tackles, demonstrating much improved tackling ability. While he allowed all 5 targets to be caught, he effectively limited the yards after the catch, prevented touchdowns, and showed his potential to continue contributing to our defense. As a devoted Chiefs fan, I can't help but feel a mix of anxiety and hope about these upcoming decisions. Losing Bolton would be a blow, but the organization has always prioritized a strategic approach to roster management. My gut tells me this might be the right path, but it's difficult not to feel frustrated about potentially losing a player who has been integral to our recent successes. I want to hear from all of you. What do you think about the Chiefs' approach to Bolton's future? Are you worried about losing him, or do you believe the team is making the right call by focusing on depth and future prospects? Share your thoughts and feelings in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for all the latest news and analysis on our beloved Kansas City Chiefs. Let's keep the conversation going and support our team as we push forward this season. And don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and of course, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any updates about our Kansas City Chiefs. Thanks so much for watching, and see you next time. That's it, folks. Another video bringing you the latest Chiefs news. Keep following along because the season is just getting started, and there's still plenty of good stuff to come. Let's go for another Super Bowl.